How you guys doing this morning? So I don't normally record another video in this morning, but I was reading up on something from Andrew Luck. And as you know, one of the comments I did on my financial update of the morning is I gave a little bit to talking about Andrew Luck, given he was a football player down the street from me at Stanford. And it was just interesting timing. But what this video is about is a quote that he just uttered, and I actually put it in the title of this video. And just to read it again, it says, "I haven't been able to live the life I want to live." And I just think that that statement is something that so many of us feel, right? When I again, right, just hear it again, right? I haven't been able to live the life I want to live. That's I mean, I think a lot of us feel that way, right? If you just sit back and you think about those, I don't know, what is that, 12, 13 words? It's pretty, at least it punched me in the gut. And let's just step back for those that may not know who Andrew Luck is. So, Andrew Luck is a professional athlete. He happens to play football in the NFL, National Football League. He was a quarterback of a football team. Quarterbacks are the highest paid athletes in general in football. He was 29 years old, or is 29 years old. He made about $100 million over the course of his career, and probably more when you include endorsements. So money is not, I don't suspect he's hurting for money. So let's take that off the table, right? I don't think he's hurting for money. So money gives options. Absolutely. But let's also be real. He probably walked away from another $100 million. He could have phoned it in for several years and made more money. But this isn't about Andrew Luck. It isn't about the ridiculous wages that professional athletes get. It is instead about his quote: "I haven't been able to live the life I want to live." And I guess what that quote hits me so hard is, I talk to a lot of people who are working jobs that they don't like. To hear Gary Vee talk about it, we're spending too much money on things we don't need to impress people we don't like. And maybe it's a quote from a multimillionaire that kind of just punches you in the gut that wakes us up. And again, I haven't been able to live the life I want to live. I mean, that quote just shakes me to my core. So if that's you, if you see this or you hear that quote and you go, you know what, I'm not living the life I want to live either, what are you doing about it? Now, we're not all in a situation where we probably have millions in the bank and we could take a couple of years off and decompress, and in his case probably go back and play in the NFL if he wanted. So realizing that most of us don't have that option. That said, but what are you doing to make tomorrow different? Right? What are you doing to make next year different? I propose that most of us need passive income. I propose most of us need rental properties. I propose most of us need to, understand what your market provides. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep trying to help people. The online course I have really does help you understand your market. You need to understand what an average deal is. You need to understand when your market goes on sale. When you have your tenants pay off your debt, when you have low fixed rate debt in an inflationary environment, you know, things can get better, but you need to take steps. The book's called One Rental at a Time on purpose, because us average folks, we can only do one at a time. We're not Andrew Luck. We don't have seven figures in a bank or a money market and can just go do something else. But we can choose to make tomorrow better. And that's what I hope happens. This quote at least hit me hard. I've now repeated it 4 or 5 times on this video. I've said it no less than 50 times this morning just because it kind of shook me. And again, if you're in this situation, if you feel like Mr. Luck, I haven't been able to live the life I want to live, what are you doing different? What are you doing to take steps forward? How are you going to make tomorrow better? All right, that's it. That's just, again, that quote clearly hit me, and I wanted to put something down, so I had the record of it. All right, have a great day. Take care.